scholarships in China for studies, be it for your bachelor's, for your master's, or for your PhD. Hope to see you in China. I'm hoping so next year. Thanks for clicking. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, this is your girl Vivian Nyamwanda. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much, guys. We're at 2,100 subscribers. Subscribe, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna be very brief on my intro because this video is going to be about scholarship. Do you want to come to China and study bachelor's, master's, or PhD? Then you've clicked the right page. Okay, first and foremost, I'm gonna introduce myself. I am Vivian Nyamwanda, again, just like I said it on my intro, and this is my school in China. Yeah, okay, these are students passing. They're gonna be passing a lot, so please just bear with me. Yeah, I'm here on studies for scholarship. I'm doing my master's in computer science. Firstly, there are so many scholarships in China for studies, be it for your bachelor's, for your master's, or for your PhD. So in case you are anyone looking for any of this, you're in the right place, and again, I can help you. All my details of my social media are on this my YouTube page, so please just message me. I can help you around. Yeah, so like I said, there are so many scholarships. Yeah, first one is CSC. So the first one, the most common one, is CSC. CSC is a Chinese government scholarship. Okay, so this scholarship covers your full tuition fee, your full accommodation, your medical, your insurance, and at the same time it gives you stipends, which is the allowance. Stipend, yeah, allowance. Mostly it's 2,500 for bachelor's, 3,000 for masters, and 3,500 for your PhD. So you get the allowance on top of the full scholarship, the insurance, your medical, and your dorm, which is the accommodation fee. Again, on the CSC side, there's the bilateral scholarship, which is a scholarship between the Chinese government and your country's government. So I'm from Kenya. That will be Chinese government and the Kenyan government. It's almost the same thing as the CSC. The same amount and the same kind of conditions. The next kind of scholarship is going to be the school scholarship or the provincial scholarship. Yeah, so the province where you are right now, Amachanshi province, they have their own scholarships that they give students. Even the schools themselves, my school is Yulin, they also give scholarships. So this depends on your academic records. Of course, even for the CSC depends on your academic records, but this is for school. They decide how much are we going to give, what kind of scholarship. Is it going to be full? Can we pay the dorm fee? Is the tuition fee going to be in full? Is there allowance? Yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. Okay, so mostly all these types of scholarship, they require the same type of criteria for you to fit into for you to be eligible for the scholarship. The first one, of course, is education. They have to check your educational background. If, for example, me, I'm coming here for masters, it means they have to check I have to have a bachelor's degree in almost the same background as what I'm gonna do here. For instance, I'm doing computer science, so I have to have a background on computer science. Yeah, and then if you're coming for your bachelor's, they have to check your high school certificate, your transcripts, and everything. And then for your PhD, they check your high school stuff, they check your bachelor's, they check for your master's. So all these have to be available, your transcripts and your academic records. Sorry, my school is close to the airport, so yeah, let's give that a second. The next criteria is going to be the age. This is very important. If you're coming for your bachelor's, then 18 to 25 is the age requirement for you to come and do your bachelor's here, and your undergraduate. And then if you're coming for postgraduate, that's your master's, you have to be below 35 years. Then lastly, which is your PhD, you have to be below 40 years. So if you feel any of this criteria, please message me so we can arrange for something. So on the educational part, of course, if they're checking your certificates, they have their specific GPA and the academic qualifications and requirements that they need. If you suit, because if you message me, I'm gonna give you every category of what you want. Let's say you come to me and say, I want to do my bachelor's. or I want to do my master's, or I want to do my PhD, I'll tell you these are the requirements for this category. If you so, then you apply, and automatically if you qualify, in China there's no favoritism or anything or racism, you're gonna get it. Okay, mostly for those who are coming here to do their masters and PhD, they would sometimes, mostly for PhD, you must have publications. You must have online publications for you to do your PhD, because definitely for you to do your masters, it means you published something. Because for me, before I graduate, I have to publish at least 2 articles or so, something like that. For masters, some schools will require, it depends on the major you're coming to do, but mostly they don't really require it. Apart from the publications, the next thing is a study plan. So when you're applying, you need to provide your study plan, 2 recommendation letters, at least 2, and they have to be like current, not more than 2 years ago. It has to be like 2 years from the year that you're applying. So right now it's 2024. In case you want to apply, 2022 should be the last date for your recommendation letters. Another one is going to be the language proficiency. If you're coming to study in Chinese or you're coming to study in English, you must provide the language proficiency of another. Okay. If you're coming to study in Chinese, you're going to need at least HSK 4. Mostly they need HSK 4, which means you have to have a background in studying Chinese. Just to jump on this, most people prefer to come to China and start with the language, and then once they know the language and they do HSK 4, they apply, because if you have HSK 4, your chances of getting good scholarship are like top notch. It's like 100% once you have the HSK 4. It gives you a higher ranking compared to other students. For the English, you have to have the IELTS, the academic, of course, requirements, which is just 6 points. 6 points, 6.5, it depends on the school, but it doesn't get more than that. That's it. If you studied your bachelor's in English, like me, I studied my bachelor's back in Kenya, we study in English, you have to provide a letter that proves you studied in English. So your teachers or your supervisor back in your school would write a letter stating that you studied your bachelor's in English. You have to provide that letter. Okay, the next thing is going to be bank statements. Every school requires certain amount of money to be in your account, at least to show, because still you're going to need air ticket to come. You're going to, before you get the school, let's say the stipends from the first, you don't get it immediately you arrive, let's say a month after. They need to be sure that you're going to be financially okay and not look for a work, just to disrupt your studies. So they need you to have certain amount of money in your account. So that depends. I can't say how much here because it depends per school. So if you come and message me, I will tell you for this school they need this certain amount of money to be in your bank account. Okay, so once the application is successful and the school has accepted you, there's a first acceptance, and mostly some people go through interviews. The next one you don't go through interviews. It's just a way of elimination and knowing if it's a real person and they're serious. Because my school, the interview wasn't that strict. So after they accept you, they send you the acceptance letter, and then the next thing they will do an interview for you, just asking you basic questions about the background of your education and things like that. What have you been doing? Let's say you're applying for PhD and you haven't, let's say, studied or worked in a while. They want to know what have you been doing before that time. So that's it. The next thing, they will send you their admission letter and the JW. Okay, so now you have your admission letter, you have your JW. These are most like the basic requirements that you need for you to apply for visa. Sometimes for visa they will also ask you for police clearance, but I don't think anyone has a problem with this. I hope I'm not talking to criminals. So police clearance, JW, your admission letter, you provide all these at the visa. Getting Chinese visa is so easy. If you're coming for studies, of course you come with the X1, and then once you get into, if you're coming for studies for more than 6 months, you come with the X1. If you're coming for less than 6 months, let's say for language courses or people coming for short course, they come with the X2 visa. Then when you get into the country, you will exchange your visa to, after a month, you'll change your visa to residence visa. So I get so many of these questions. I hope I've answered each and every one correctly, but if you still have more questions, please send me an email. My email is also on my YouTube here. My social media is the same, Vivian Nyamwanda, at Vivian Nyamwanda on every platform, on Telegram, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. At Vivian Nyamwanda. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. yeah, I can help you with the applications for school, for you, for your friends. So if you can share this video out there, it will be lovely. Okay, in China there are 2 intakes, March intake and September intake. The time that I'm doing this video is in October, yeah, so 2024. So if you message me right now, it means you're aiming for intake of March of 2025 or September of 2025. So please clarify that too. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye. I hope to see you in China. I'm hoping so next year. Bye.